Steve, well done. What in particular pleased you about that performance?
I think there was a lot of positives from that, and a lot of things that the players can be rightly proud of. I think in particular the way they're just so composed. You knew there was going to be tough times playing against a top quality team in New Zealand, and the way, led by the man next to me, they were so composed through that period, particularly in that first half, and then managed the sin bin period tremendously well in the second half.
Yeah, how big an improvement is that from 12 months ago that we're seeing that leadership, that composure, 12-0 down?
It's a team that's developing, a team that's growing. I said that at the time then. It's a team that needs experience together, and that's exactly what they're doing each time. Go away each week and train really hard and be focused on what to improve, and that's exactly what they're doing. And that's the kind of thing that's showing on the pitch.
Is that your most pleasing win as head coach?
I think each and every game it's important for England. Each and every game I'm delighted to win now. Here I'm particularly happy for the players today. It's been and even more happy for the supporters. It's been a while having a win against New Zealand here at Allianz Stadium, so I think they enjoyed it. I hope that the Southwest London is a good place for our England supporters to be tonight. And there's lots of England supporters, millions of them, wherever they are in the country, wherever they are in the world, cheer this team on. I hope they're enjoying themselves right now.
Yeah, second home win over New Zealand in 23 years. How important could that be for confidence, belief for this team going forward?
I think the team has a lot of belief. You can ask the man next to me. I think there's a lot of belief in the preparation, a lot of belief in the way of trying to play, and a lot of belief in the ability that's within the team. And that's something we continue to work upon and develop as we go forward. We've got, so as a message to the players, enjoy tonight as we do every test match we win, as they are special. And then we've got one more game against Argentina here at Allianz Stadium next Sunday. So we'll start focusing upon that. As coaches, we'll move on to that tomorrow, as the players will start focusing upon that from Tuesday onwards.
Maro, how significant then is that mentally for you and the group to get one over the line against the All Blacks, which hasn't traditionally happened often?
No, we're delighted. We've put a lot of effort into that. We've had a lot of close games with them. Last year in particular, I think with 3 games really tight. So yeah, absolutely delighted for the team, delighted for the squad, and I think I'll just pay special mention to the non-23, the guys who weren't actually playing, because I've thought they've been fantastic. They've been, Steve will tell you, on Thursday they cut us and cut us and cut us, and they gave us the best possible preparation for this game. So we definitely wouldn't have got the result without their hard work and their application.
And 12-0 down, it could have turned, couldn't it? You guys kept your composure, fought back. How pleasing is that? And how do you feel about the group of leaders you have around you now?
No, I thought they were fantastic. George Ford was fantastic today in terms of leadership. Jamie George was fantastic. Ben Earl was fantastic. Ellis Gench, he was fantastic. Curry, when he came on, he was fantastic. And they all played a role, them and many others. When they came on, they just gave the team the stewardship it needed through those tough times.
Steve, finally for me, how impressed with George Ford today, 12 months on from what he had to go through here against New Zealand last time out?
I think George Ford is a brilliant player. I think he's an outstanding leader and an even better person. I've been privileged to work with him for a period of time. I know you like to talk about 12 months ago, ball in a post. George came on the last 12 months ago and played really well, as he always does for England. When he pulls on the England shirt, he's just such a consistent performer. Am I pleased for him? I'm pleased for him. I'm pleased for all the players. Delighted for him. And they should enjoy themselves tonight. They should have a good night out together. They should enjoy it and then recover well, because we've got Argentina on Sunday, a week on Sunday.
Steve, are some wins more important than others, and is this one of them? I mean, as we say, only the 9th time an England side has beaten the All Blacks.
I know you're asking the same question that's already been asked. I am over the moon for the players, and I said that especially the supporters to have got this win today. I think the players worked exceptionally hard to do it. They've worked really hard to bring the supporters on the journey with the team, and I think they are. I think the atmosphere there at Allianz Stadium I thought was terrific, and I hope the supporters are having a good night tonight. It's another step on the journey for this team. and consistently taking lessons, working on it and improving. And I think the most exciting thing I find for this team right now is that we left a load of points out there. There's a load of chances we didn't take. You know, we got held up over the goal line, a couple of knock-ons in the 22 when it looked like we were about to score. That tells me there's a huge amount of growth in this team, because we were playing the number 2 side in the world today. So what we'll do is, again, I'll say enjoy tonight, enjoy this. It's another great memory that the players have made, and then we'll go on next Sunday, we'll try and make another memory.
And do you feel any vindication for criticism, the pressure that you did face when you were on that tough run?
I got criticised.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
Seriously? I mean, it can't be easy, can it? As England head coach, you're under a lot of pressure, you're now on a great run, you previously had tough times, you feel vindication for that?
When you accept the role as England head coach, there's expectation upon it. And I'd much rather be involved with a team that has expectation upon it, a role that has expectation on it, a role that doesn't. I know the journey this team's on, and exactly where the team's going, and what we need to do.
Maro, just one for you. I mean, you've played New Zealand enough times to know that nights like today and results like today don't come around too often. Just how special is that? Do you appreciate it even more because of that?
Yeah, you know, New Zealand, they're a top team, number 2 in the world. They're always there or thereabouts, you know, amongst the best teams in the world. So whenever we play them, it's always a fight, it's always a huge challenge, and you have to be at the top of your game to get a result. So to be a part of, you know, this side, to win a game like this here at Allianz in front of our home fans, it's special. It's special, and I think as players we will really appreciate this day.
Just come here, we go to Alex, and we'll go to Tom Hamilton.
Kate from TVNZ. With the result, do you think it does reflect the England team were more hungry for this win?
You know, it's today we finished on top. I think they played well. I don't think they played badly. I think they played really well, and they put us under enormous pressure over periods in the game, and they have a team full of absolute quality from 1 to 23, as they have shown consistently on this tour and in the Rugby Championship. But today was just our day. We played well, and I guess we just got it over the line.
You're achieving something that you haven't achieved here in 13 years. You know, World Cup, being the All Blacks at Twickenham. Where does this rate for you as a rugby player's dream or goal?
Yeah, you as a player, as a team, you want to be a part of big matches, and whenever you play New Zealand, that is a big game, huge game, and I think you could tell by the reaction of our supporters today how much it meant to them. So for us to be a part of this game, this performance, we're absolutely delighted.
Steve, just one question. This win will obviously build confidence further for your side. Do you think there is a bit of a reshuffling at the moment in the streets of our great rugby nations of the world that we are seeing at this point?
I think the players have been confident, I believe, in the direction of the England team for a good period of time now, and I think the top of World Rugby is exceptionally tight. I think you start looking, you've seen South Africa and New Zealand on top for such a long period. South Africa is such a good team. They've been number 1 in the world for a period. But there's 6 or 7 teams, I think, that they're all capable of achieving a result against each other, which is an exciting time. I think I was asked earlier in the week in the press conference about Test Rugby right now. I think Test Rugby's in a really good place. I think it's really competitive. You've got lots of good teams, lots of fantastic atmospheres, and some tight results.
Hi Maro. It sounds like you got a bit of a green light for a night out. How are you going to celebrate this result? And what was the change room like afterwards? I'm sure it was pretty bouncy.
No, the change room was amazing. When part of my motivation to be a rugby player and to play for England is that moment in the change room after a big win. It's something that is hard to describe unless you're part of it. You know, when you're part of a team, part of a group of men who've gone out, done the hard yards, done the work throughout the week, then you get the result at the weekend. It's the moments, I think, when when I start to lose my hair and retire, there'll be the moments that I miss the most. So yeah, we're pumped.
Okay, so we've got Tom and Gav lastly. Don't worry about mine.
Can I just ask about the response to the hacker and how that came about? It was quite similar to what you guys did in 2019. Was that something you think about doing?
As a group of leaders, we came up with what you guys saw, and I guess it was just our response to what they did.
Where did that come response from? What were you trying to form that formation that was sort of the arrow? What was your sort of plan?
Well, I guess we were trying to achieve the same thing they were trying to achieve. The haka is a war dance that they do to, one, get themselves up for the game, and I know it has a huge spiritual meaning to New Zealanders. Our response was a response to the haka, and just to show ourselves and the team and Allianz Stadium that we're ready for the challenge.
Steve, can I ask about the two drop goals? Was that something you guys had about during the week, or was that more George and Mike taking those options?
I think it's an aspect when you've got a skill set like George Ford has. Test matches as tight as they are, it's always a factor. Was it a special part point? It was just something that there's always. I trust the 10 who's going to make the decision when he decides to make it. And I thought he made brilliant decisions and executed perfectly.
Yes, the World Cup draw is next month, I think. I'm just wondering how you view this victory, the understanding the context of what this will mean for people starting to think England could be contenders, and whether there's any, how relevant this performance will be in the journey that you're plotting to take over the next 18 months.
Maz can build this. I heard him address the team this morning. I can say, do you want to share?
No, you can go.
Maz addressed the team this morning, and he talked about when the team were 14, 15 years old, 14, 15-year-old boys, dreaming of playing for England, dreaming of playing here at Allianz Stadium against teams like New Zealand, dreaming of beating teams like New Zealand here, and scoring tries, contributing to great wins, celebrating with the fans. Description of what you say. And he asked the players to go out and play with that intent, the 14, 15-year-old who has the dream, and the boys took those dreams onto the pitch today, and I thought they were outstanding. So your question about World Cup draw and things, ranking helps, we know it helps, but this isn't about that. This is about trying to achieve special moments, special memories. Today's one of them. Hopefully there's a load of other young future rugby players watching that game today around the country who want to wear the white shirt and go out and get great victories for England in the future. Hopefully it's a moment for that.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you.
They called the rest of the team. Yeah. Those are the ones I want. Aye? Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah. Even though I was drinking the ticket.